Hi, Maddie. Hi, Soda. How are you guys doing today on this lovely Thursday evening? Oh, wow, video games. Saying hi. I hope you can get some sleep, but thank you for stopping by. It's been a while since you've had you on the stream. Granted, I've been streaming later in, like, my time, so I know it's, like, really late for you. Just found a shiny Beldum in the process of trying to get it to stay in a heavy balls. Whoopee, hi! Can't sleep because I found too many ideas all of a sudden. Inspiration do be like that. But how are you doing today, Whoopee? Don't work tomorrow anyway. Nice, nice. Right, Sirgate Castle. Please, take anything to Castle might help you. Alright, because we found Sirgate, and the last thing we did is we went to, give me a sec here. You guys aren't getting double audio or anything. Like, if you're getting double audio or anything feels weird or sounds weird, you guys let me know, okay? Oh my gosh, Whoopi, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the biddies. Okay, random game trivia time. So much is happening, oh my gosh. Thank you, Soda, for the bits also. Okay, today's random game trivia. Do you guys know who was the very first official English language voice actor for Sephiroth? Sock 7 bits. Oh my god. I just got 6-7. The very first official English voice actor for Sephiroth in the original Kingdom Hearts was Lance Bass from NSYNC. Dear random game too, because the original Kingdom Hearts actually had a lot of celebrity voice acting. Mandy Moore was actually the official first voice actor for Aerith in Kingdom Hearts 1 as well. And he does have a big sword. I know, but just in general, the random celebrity voice casting from the first Kingdom Hearts always makes me laugh. Because in all the subsequent Kingdom Hearts games, like most of the Square Enix characters had their standard official voice actors. Try to sleep again, just wanted to say hello. Thank you for dropping by, Soda. I always appreciate it when you're here. So there's one little thingy I wanted to check real quick. And I hope you guys had a good New Year's Eve, New Year's party thing and all that. I have a great sword already, I can just give her that. Okay, I must have bought it and forgot to equip it. No. Great sword and its less popular brother, pretty okay sword. High potion. Oh. Right, 2 more Phoenix Downs just to have them. Did you guys go crazy and party like wild on New Year's Eve? Be able to land your dragon on the king's ship. Access castle's fortified on the big bridge side, but the eastern side's relatively unprotected. King Zaysat is away, leading the fleet to Exdeath's castle. So I guess we're... okay. You need to land your dragon on the ship. Death Castle's fortified on the big bridge side, but the eastern side's unprotected. So I guess we need to go east of the big bridge. Slept like a log. I'm jealous. It is so hard for me to sleep most of the time. I kind of did what I always do with New Year's is I always do the New Year's countdown in Animal Crossing. I'm aiming a mouse tranquilizer so you can sleep. I still have to be up for work the next day. Honestly, that's half the reason why I have trouble sleeping is just because, like, if I know I have to get up for any reason, I can't go all the way to sleep. Which sucks because it usually also means that I, like, every day at work, I'm just like a useless lump who's mega tired because I haven't had a good night's sleep. See, like, work is so weird because, like, you don't ever do anything to exercise your brain or your body. You're just tired. It's like the empty calories of your body or something. This bridge sure is big. Going east. East is this way. Sorry, I had to take a moment to cough. Okay, everybody grab your sugar-free, caffeine-free beverage of choice. Make sure you had to get that. You're tired, trying to focus, but it's like the thoughts leaning to the side. I mean, that's the thing, is like, I don't really care at all about my job. It's just like, I get paid the same regardless, so why put in the extra effort? I know that sounds terrible, but it's like, there are a lot of things in the world that are important to me. My creative works, my streams especially, and my friends, and I would rather my extra effort and energy go to those than to something that I will absolutely just leave as soon as something that pays better comes along. Oh hey, I can land on the ship. That wind drake.
Hold your fire, they're friends.
Shoot, Nuke.
If it isn't Galuf, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Cesart, how in the devil have you been?
Managing, barely. He's friends of yours?
This is Dorgan's son, Bart's.
Dorgan's?
The ladies and nobility from the other world.
Well met. I'm the swordsman Cesart.
No, not King Cesart.
I don't think it suits me all that well. Sure doesn't.
I'm the same way. So, can you get us into Excess Castle? I think I pronounce it like that.
You're halfway in already. For now, go below deck and rest for a bit. The fireworks will start soon enough.
Fireworks just in time for New Year's, you guys.
It's 4 towers, but so long as we destroy one of them, the barrier will be disabled. The fleet's just a decoy. Hopefully it'll buy us enough time.
Once the barrier is down, nothing will stop us from attacking Excess Castle.
For now, go below deck and rest a bit. The fireworks will start soon enough.
Baby, you're a firework. I can just leave. Nice. Let's explore your boat. A mop. Oh, well, I guess that's the most boat exploration we can do. Okay, I guess we'll listen to him and actually go down here. I'm on a boat.
Please, use the room to the right.
That means I'm going left first. Or maybe I'm not.
We're digging a tunnel through the ocean floor. I'm seasick. Whoa.
I hope none of you were eating while watching this. I'm so sorry. Turbo menuing. Okay. I wish resting worked like it did in an RPG. You just lay down in the bed, and hey, if you're bleeding, battered, anything like that, just one good night's sleep and you're 100% poisoned, no problem. Oh shit, it's sick music time.
Monsters? Look out, we're under attack!
Oh no, wait, that's not right. Hee hee, I'm bad at navigating. There's the stairs. Do not show a dyslexic similar colored objects close together.
The fleet's just a decoy.
Oh, wait, I knew about that.
Cesart, what's going on? Exdeath, somehow, he's gotten the jump on us. surrounded. Leave this trash to me. Don't blow it this time. I think that's my line. Ah!
I said this before last time they played it in the game, but they knew Uematsu was cooking with this track because every time it plays, it overrides, like, the Battle Victory theme. Wiggles your you. My me? Hi, Big Kyle. How are you doing this year? I hope you had a super fantastical New Year's Eve / New Year's Day. Cold. I love my spontaneous, all over the place weather. Was that man's name Gobbledygook? Well, it's a goblin. He's straight up gooking it. Ooh, learn throat. In the older Final Fantasies, the,
blue skies, and the rolling sea. It's days like this to get you high on life. But you, sirs, are harshing my buzz.
in the older Final Fantasies, it's the enemy name that appears in the corner there. Ow!
I see you're as leisurely as ever. Faithful sidekick!
The old man gave me some trouble.
Oh, let's return the trouble. And make it double! Come on!
How dare you? That's it, setting you bitches on fire. What the fuck? That's it, attacking you on Titan. Hit him with the old man attack. Go, Titan. Twerk on them like they've never been twerked before. Get hosed. Unfortunately, since Enkidu is in the air, he's immune to twerking. Oh yeah. Ooh, golden shield.
Yeah. If I go, I'm taking you with me. How about going for a swim? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Foul. That's playing dirty. I'm not supposed to be the only one in the drink. They don't think I'll forget about this. You'll... my hands are going numb. I'm coming. Hang in there. Pun is so bad, I'm gonna fall on purpose. The Windrake! Good timing. Now it's your turn to strike. Quit hanging around and get over here. Again with the puns. Oi.
The criminal has returned.
We'll take care of the monsters.
We'll take care of this. Get below. Good. See, we still got the free heals. You having fun making biscuits there, little butt? Ow. I can't see my screen with you standing in front of my face.
He awaits you in the room to the left.
To the left, to the left.
You're ready. Grab the other side of this box, would you?
Whoa.
We're off.
Yo, we're a submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine.
Going on? Fleet's only a decoy. The real plan's to get in the barrier. Is to get to the barrier tower by submarine. Well, that's kind of brilliant, actually. You expected any less? The tunnel that leads to the barriers tower has been completed. Let's go. Come on.
Wait, now I have to see what's down here. Ooh, another freebie spot, too. Where we, like, nap by sitting in chairs. I feel like I always wake up super stiff if I ever take a chair nap. Do not. Don't headbutt my microphone. What are you doing? Alright, give me a sec, guys. I have to deal with this criminal. I'm also probably gonna run to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. I have not been eaten, not for a long time. Thank you for running the ads, Maddie. Oh yeah, let's do a TCG Pocket Pulls. She back, I back. Let's see here. Let's open a pack of Crimson Blaze. You guys, TCG Pocket, if you're gonna go double check it, see if you need to do your pulls today. Okay, let's spin a little carousel. See what cards we get today. We got a Venusaur, Starly, Houndoom, Squirtle, Xerneas. The see, thing is, I have all the main cards in this set. The only ones I'm really missing are like some of the full arts and stuff. But it is nice to get a second Xerneas if I want to use one for deck building later. Okay, let's go ahead and put TCG Pocket away. Ooh, that reminds me of one other thing I wanted to do. Give me just a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, since my desk, whatchamacallit, is a little jank, well, it's kind of like a combination between my desk and my TV stand and my... It's not really optimized for the table mic, so... one thing that my mom had for a while that she would use for, like, when she wanted to sit in her chair in the living room and, like, draw or whatever with these little fold-out tables. So I grabbed one of those that was in the bedroom, and I just set my mic on it. And kind of rest my arms on it. I guess I could also use my mouse and keyboard on it too, and then just fold it away when I don't need it. Because now I can kind of sit back a little bit more comfortably without having to put my mic in a weird spot. This is all very inside baseball-y kind of stuff, I know, but... Get back! Actually thought about this while I was at work a few days ago.
Come on.
Barrier tower. Is it full of bears? Asking for a friend.
This is the barrier tower. Indeed. It's all that's left is to take it out and the barrier will be destroyed. I'll take care of the generator downstairs. You hit the top floor and find the antenna. Find it and destroy it, I assume. You got it. I'll cut the power, and once that happens, you blow up the antenna.
I gotta stop reaching so far down for that guy's voice.
Here, you'll need this.
Whisperweed.
What's this do? With this, you can keep in contact. Alright, let's move. I'm counting on you. Good luck.
Okay. Blech. Reflect Night. Why not Light Screen Night? Honestly, I've been feeling pretty out of it today. I kind of almost didn't stream, but one of my things, I want to have, like, more consistent with my streams. I feel really bad for, like, a lot of December and November, I streamed only, like, 1 or 2 days a week. Granted, I feel like I say I'm out of it every single stream. I feel bad about that. Neon. Me gone. Save point.
What are you doing here? Hurry and get to that antenna.
Okay. It can still be true every single time, though. I wish it wasn't true every single time is the issue. Traveler. Honestly, like, that's such a pretty design for the Traveler enemy. Don't you dong me. Ooh, Lennox in a job level. White level 5. Why are you white? You know, I have no idea what those neons even do. Every single time I've just KO'd them. But I got a chance to do anything. That one did 1 critical attack hit, but that was it. Get swonkled. Okay. Change box. 9,000 gil. Heyo. Big money dollars. Sorry, I think I just yawned into the mic. I mean, honestly, more than anything, what makes me feel worn out, it's always my freaking sinuses. Speed Snake. I'm kidding, I know that says shake. It's a trap! Monster attack! You can't use that word around me. Red Dragon. Cold time. Ow. Why would you do that? Get sheaved. Strawberry champagne on ice. Sekiro shadows die twice. Lucky for you, I'm your mice. I'm your mice. This is a strict no atomic rays zone. Shit. What did I just get done telling you? Guys, I think we might be in trouble. You know, I think I see why I put a save point right there. Well, do you know what happens if you hit a wall, chat? You keep slamming your head against that wall until the wall breaks. Why would you miss? That's a terrible idea. Okay. Let's get everybody ready to rock. Alright, we got this now that we know what we're up against. Stop! I don't come into your house and hit you with atomic rays. Oh wait, I kind of came into your house, but that's different. Water Skull. Let's see how that does. Ooh. Shit. Well, I'm still convinced we can do this. Also, it's interesting, you know which Game Boy Advance games were that were published by Nintendo that were released after the Wii came out and the DS, because they have that warning screen at the beginning. Older GBA games don't have that, and I don't think third-party ones do either. Okay, there's one thing I was meaning to do. I was even thinking about this the other day. Is I want to change the cursor position to remember. That way, we don't have to go and manually select. Did I break the game? There's no music. Okay, now it's back. Okay, super double for realsies, we got this now. It's a tad quiet on my end. Am I quiet or is the game audio quiet? You know, I was actually thinking about that rewatching one of my VODs the other day. Give me a sec. Okay, let me know its stats better. And also let me know if it gets too much louder than me, okay?
That's good. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, putting the cursor on remember is making this way easier. Why would you hit me with an atomic ray? That's not very nice. I mean, I am of the mind that everybody should experience Final Fantasy V's amazing music, so... Hell yeah, get hosed! Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. 6 AVP. Blood Sword. Hell yeah. Ninja equip it? No. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's heal everybody right now, and then go back to the save point and save. Don't just flash me like that. Ouch. Fuck you, get commented. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ugh. Lena, why did you miss? You're not even Darkness. Ooh, learned Flash. Hey, it wasn't all bad. I learned an enemy skill. Are we all still dark? Fuck. Fuck, frick, darn, heck. Titan, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and use a tent. It should cure the dark status too, though I think I bought like 50 eye drops or some shit, so it's not that serious if it doesn't. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Sile faved. I'm glad we managed to get that. It only took me like, I think 2 or 3 tries. Like 3 tries, I think, to beat the dragon, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yes, what are you doing, baby girl? Ferris, what are you doing, baby girl? New Year, same me, hi Cole. I'm glad you're the same you. But how are you doing in this wonderful Thursday evening? $9,000 gil. We just slayified a dragon and we're climbing one of Exdeath's energy towers. Ooh, that looks cool. Good, I just recently woke up at 8 o'clock in the afternoon, night, evening. Magnetite. Oh my gosh, look at the magnetites. Maddie, that is a very U-coded kind of vibe. Magnet, how did they work? Sableye Magnemite Fusion, wow. $7 p.m. because I was up till 5 a.m. Oh, that's right. 'Cause I know it's New Year's Day, but yesterday feels like it was like 10 years ago for me. I don't know why. Years ago, aka 2016. I kinda do and kinda don't wish it was 2016. I mean, I liked when the things dividing people were stupid inconsequential things like their opinions on video games and movies. Taking a break from catching the Beldum, a 0.4% catch rate is so super fun. You're playing on ZA? That's private info. Oh. I mean, you're the one sitting in chat talking about your Beldum and your heavy balls. The Beldum will be caught. You got this, Maddie. I believe in you, and I believe in the you that believes in me believing in you while you believe in you and me and me and you. You had to be, no matter how they toss the dice. Okay. Honestly, I legitimately dread that I'm going to run into, like, a shiny Beldum or something in ZA and it just will not get into a ball. So far, I've only fumbled one shiny, which was a Fletchling, because it was one of those ones that appears around town and it can just fly away. But right before fumbling it, I actually caught a regular I caught another Fletchling that was shiny before that. So I wasn't too busted up about it. I do love Talonflame, though. Talonflame's like one of my favorite flying types. Because I actually used the Talonflame on my first playthrough of Pokemon X, who I named Miarly. The name doesn't mean anything, it's not from anything, it just popped into my head and that was her name. Because I actually, in Gen 6, my competitive Talonflame, I named Ko Miarly. Because, like, Ko is, like, the Japanese kind of prefix or suffix for, like, the baby version of something. Like, the Japanese word for cat is neko, so kitten is Koneko. Yeah, I recently started falling in love with Taylor and Swallow. Swallow is so cool. I love Swallow. I almost started a new file of, like, either Ruby or Sapphire today instead of playing Final Fantasy V. Like, as my stream, it just would have been, like, either Ruby or Sapphire. Kinda had a little bit of a Hoenn itch lately. 6th floor. 18,000 gil, holy shit. Level tricker? Homie, don't trick my level. Taylor's just a little guy and Shiny's so good, it's true. Are Talo in any Switch games? BDSP is the only one. I don't know if I have other... Only one I don't have other than Let's Go, but I know it ain't in that. Give me a sec. I don't think they're in Legends Arceus. Because, I mean, with ZA, all of the Pokemon should be available in a Switch game now, so it's got to be somewhere. I know that every Pokemon from Gen 4 backward is in Diamond, Pearl, BDSP. I can bring up Sarah B real quick. Oh, enlist. They should just remake Ruby and Sapphire again. Granted, like, Oris is so good. If they just ported Oris over, that would be 100% fine with me. Okay. Sienna, Leotad, C-Dot, Shifttree, Pelipper, Ralts, Brisket, Shimish, Blacking, Makuhita, Azuriel, Nosepass, Sableye, Mawile, yay, Mawile, Aaron, Laren, Aggron, Metatite, Electrike, Clisselmainoon. Okay, I have to have passed it. Is it really the one Pokemon not in Gen 9 already? Okay. Okay, in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it's available on... Swellow is available on Route 213. You're not grinding the stream to a halt. I wanted to know too. But yeah, Swellow you can get on Route 213 and BDSP. And you can just breed it. Besides, like, the stream isn't just me playing video games. It's also, like, chatting with you guys and doing stuff. Rip Taylor then, damn. Guess I'm booting up BDSP to get one. I mean, I personally actually kind of... I quite like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. But also... the original Diamond and Pearl were kind of my least favorite of the mainline Pokemon games. So I think the remakes surpassed them pretty handily.
Galuf! Dearies, over. What was that? A Whisperweed? Cesat! Repeat, Galuf, do you copy? Over.
Ladybot and Skittyline are also BDSP exclusives.
I hear you loud and clear. Good. I've made it to the generator. Over. Everything looks all clear on this end. Over. Yeah? Cesat, what was that? Don't worry about it. You get over to the roof as fast as you can. Over. Gotcha. Over.
Why would you do that? That is rude. I just wanted to go stand in a place. No, don't do it again. I really almost walked over to that panel and did it again. I am so smart, you guys. I have Gen 8, 9, both Legends games decks complete, so I'm looking at which ones I don't have registered in home to see what's left out. Well, if there's any that you need, I'll trade them to you, because I'm pretty sure we can trade online via home. I might have to go digging myself, but it'd be a fun little side quest. Because once ZA gets home compatibility, I'm probably gonna try to, like, do a complete, like, 1025 in home. I mean, I technically could now, but then I'd have to, like, pull out the 3DS or classic DS and, like, do a whole lot of shenanigans, and, like, I could, but that'd take a while. Gravitator. Why does Gravitator here have Tumblr sexy man energy? Maddie, would you be available to cut a worthless object? Here, I got it. I already took care of it. Sorry, the mouse was closer than I thought it was, because I'm right here. I mean, hey, if nothing else, those useless bots are contributing to my my total chatter per stream numbers. Unique chatters. Whoa. Ah, the criminal returns. Reflect ring. Cool. Ring with the same effect as reflect. That makes sense. Ratadaline, Spearow, spend that cast form, and the Clamperl line aren't in any main generation or Legends games. I'm probably gonna be BDSP then. It's a trap! Monster attack! God fucking damn it. Again with this bitch. Oh man, I don't want to get hosed by this thing and have to reclimb the whole tower. No! Oh, come on. Only I actually got that Shining Pearl copy like I dreamt I did. See, this is why I wish you could just gift games digitally on Switch. What the fuck? Oh no. God damn it. I don't really want to pay full price for it since I'm not really wanting to play it for any reason outside of catching like 10 Pokemon. I get that, but I enjoyed it. Wait, can I just leave? Can I just run away from the fight? Okay. I think it only recovers 50 MP. Shit. Okay, let's switch Ferris out with a greatsword for now. So not being able to shiny hunt Shaman or Darkrai or get them at all is an extra damper on it. Yeah, it's stupid that they made those limited time when almost everything else in the Switch era, as far as that kind of stuff goes, has all been, just like, if you have the right save data, or just perpetually available. Okay, yeah, I'm doing this. At least I know I can run away, so I can keep retrying it as much as I want. I'm gonna get too into the discourse of these games, but I think you've had enough of my thoughts in the past. I know. It just, I always seem to really like divisive games. Not on purpose, just like, I will independently like games that end up being divisive to other people. Gold hairpin. Let's go ahead and give Theros her blood sword back. Let's see here, what does gold hairpin do? Oh, there it is. Hair ornament that halves MP use. It's a pretty big defense drop, though. So divisive, even I, as the local Pokemon Glazer, dipped on it. Giving her the gold hairpin anyway, she'll just have to not get hit. Also, guys, does my voice sound okay? It doesn't sound too, like, quiet or distant or anything. To get a Alolan Rattata on Switch, I'd have to pay however much Let's Go is. And that's the only new catch I'd get there. Voice sounds good. Okay, good. I mean, I just got the Let's Go games because I just really enjoyed playing them. Well, I actually only got Let's Go Pikachu. I need to get Eevee sometime. Because the only two games I'm missing in my, like, main series Pokemon collection are Shining Pearl and Let's Go Eevee. I'm just waiting for a good price before I double dip. Funny enough, Let's Go Eevee and Pearl will be the ones I get from those two sets. Well, it's, you know, two people who are, like, spiritually siblings. It feels appropriate. Because I know... Oh, damn it. Wasn't paying attention. I know a lot of siblings tend to, like, buy the opposite version, and even when they, like, move away from the house and stuff like that and live their own lives separately, they tend to, like, kind of stick to the version that they always got. Like, you know, if one, because I consider, like, first and second to be, like, in name order. Like, Omega Ruby would be the first one, Alpha Sapphire would be the second. So, like, I feel like the one who always got, like, the second name version would end up just continue picking that up until adulthood and everything. As a kid, I normally get the less cool of the two for my brother, so that tracks. Even after we stopped playing, I got Moon, Shield, Scarlet. A Ziggurat Gigas? Are those even allowed? I did get Y, but I feel X and Y were both equally cool. Yeah. My entire life, with one exception, my first playthrough has always been the first one in name order. It isn't even something I've done on purpose, it just kind of kept happening. Because I played Red as my first, like, between Red and Blue, Gold, between Gold and Silver. The only exception, which I think I've told this story before, I managed to completely screw myself by not doing a little extra research. Not completely screw myself, it just, like, made me a little bit irritated. Because the thing is, I love Donphan, and I love Skarmory. Donphan. I know it's an elephant, not an elephant. Off guard? Bitch, I'll catch you off guard. But, the only exception was with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I actually played Soul Silver as my first playthrough. Because in the original North American releases of Gold and Silver, Donphan and Skarmory were in Silver. And then Gligar and Teddiursa were in Gold. So I'm like, okay, I want a Donphan on my team. But in the Japanese versions of Gold and Silver, Donphan and Teddiursa are reversed from the North American releases. And the remake follows the Japanese version. So I played Soul Silver only to find out that Donphan wasn't in there, but Teddiursa was. I have nothing against Teddiursa, but come on, dude. But yeah, with that one exception, I pretty much always just end up doing the first one in name order. Like I said, it wasn't really on purpose, but after I noticed it, I did start doing it on purpose, just to keep up the legacy. I mean, using Ursaluna in Silver was pretty cool. Sure. I mean, personally, I've wanted a Let's Go Johto game for a long time now. And I would love it if, when they did it, they would... Because one of the things I do really like about Heart Gold and Soul Silver is them just adding Gen 4 evolutions of Pokemon like Yanmega and Tangrowth and stuff like that just to the main game. Because as much as I do enjoy Fire Red and Leaf Green, one thing that drives me up the freaking wall about those games is the fact that, like, let's say you have your Golbat or whatever trained up and it's like super friendly toward you, and every time it levels up it'll be like, oh, Golbat's evolving. Huh? It just stopped evolving for some reason. I think by now the Let's Go games begin and end at Pikachu and Eevee, but who knows? 30th anniversary is a good time to throw some wild cards out there. Yeah, I don't think we'll see Let's Go again at this point. It's been almost 10 years. I'm glad Legends became a series and not a one-off thing. Like, if I had to choose between the two, I would much rather Legends.
Saisalt, we've reached the antenna. Roger that. Over.
Hope we get the Gen 6-7 this year. Well, that's what ZA was.
Now, destroy the antenna.
No.
You think it'll be that easy? Think again. Now pay with your blood.
Homie just like...
Ah!
Bro, you can't just come in here and start commenting people. Who starts a conversation? Do not suck, Galuf. Didn't know Gigantamax Gengar debuted in Final Fantasy V. Ferris, homegirl, have you considered hitting the enemy with your sword? Stop! This is gonna be one of those, isn't it? If he's gonna be casting 2 comets every turn, how am I Jesus fucking Christ. Seems like there's many boss fights that are one of those in this game. Homie, can you not? Okay. Gagged into another dimension. Fantastic. I mean, what am I supposed to do about this thing casting Comet, like, twice every time it gets a turn? Okay, I'm re-equipping Theros with the Great Sword because it seems like the Blood Sword can't actually land an attack. It comes to the same thing, like... There's so many options in this game, I always just feel like my builds are incorrect. I have that problem with basically any game that gives you, like, full character customization. Like, a handful of the Pokemon games on the DS, like Platinum and, like Heart Gold and Soul Silver and stuff, I haven't actually, like, finished because I always felt like my team was wrong. Come on! Okay, I think I'm gonna change Galuf into a summoner with white magic as a secondary. I do wonder if the Reflect Ring... Nope, not. Oh, actually, no, let me keep the Dancing Nugget, that's fine. Okay. Alright, everybody take a nice big sippy of your favorite sugar-free, caffeine-free beverage. I've got my water tumbler. Alrighty, let's hose this bitch. No, Reflect does not affect Comet, god damn it. Bro, knock that shit off! Oh, Reflect reflects rays. Very cool. Okay, locking in. shit. Oh. Okay, I got some monsters out damage pace, so holy shit. Reading LD, hi. You showed up just in time for me to overcome a bastard of a boss fight. A giant fucking suck machine. Yes, gained the tall bubble. Gained equip armor. But how are you doing today? Happy New Year, LV. We're starting our year off right with Final Fantasy V. Dark Matter. It was my vibes that helped. It truly is.
And that's how it's done. Cesar, can you hear me? It's done. We destroyed the antenna. No way out. Galuf, things are getting hot down here. You need to hurry and make your escape. The energy feed's gone into a recursive loop. It's only a matter of time before it all blows.
The Windrake. He can fly us out.
Cesar, we're coming to get you. No, don't come down here. Wait for me in the sub, and I'll catch up with you. Just go. Idiot! He's gonna die. But I'm not gonna let him. Galuf, it's too dangerous. I don't care. Lena, you and Ferris go ahead. Cesart, you really knew all along something like this would happen, didn't you? You knew, and you still sacrificed yourself. Galuf, wait for me in the sub. I promise me you'll go. Over and out. Damn it, Cesart! Of course I knew. This was my plan. How could I not? But it would have been too dangerous for any of you to go in my steed. 4 new warriors have been chosen by the crystals. They must be the ones to fight Exdeath. Galuf, Bartz, Lena, and Ferris. The rest is up to you. Don't worry. I'll always be with you when you need me. Damn it, Cesart! Galuf! I'm sorry. Bots, take me to the sub. Galuf, Cesar, you made a promise. Please, let me keep it.
can finally be in streams regularly again. Ooh, it's having big PC problems. Yeah, I saw that on Blue Sky and stuff. But I hope your PC is finally behaving itself again. I'm glad it's doing better and all that. And of course, I'm glad to have you here at my streams again. It's always a better time when it's LD time. I'll be back in just a sec, guys. I'm running to the bathroom real quick. Hello, I'm back.
Say something, you ass. I was trying to play the hero, even to the end.
With a submarine, I reckon it should be an easy task to locate Guido's cave.
Yeah, a lot easier than swimming. How's he holding up?
He'll be alright. He just needs a little rest.
Alright, you've got to keep moving.
Ooh, I get to control the submarine! Subbing, subbing, subbing everywhere you go. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're a sub. Music's so pretty. Hi, Rain. How are you doing on this lovely Thursday evening? This New Year's Day. We're playing some Final Fantasy V. We just got a submarine and we are exploring the underwater depths. Ooh, we even have a little underwater map. First day of the new year and I already fucked up. 2077 will be my year. A thingamabobber. Oh yeah, professional nap taker. Finally got the Beldum Yahoo Whippy! Did you get it with your heavy ball? I'd love to be a professional nap taker. Where do I get that job? See, the thing is, you have to be born into nap taking money. Dark Aspic. Oh shit, I need to take the reflect ring off of Galoff. Let's go ahead and turn Galoff back into a ranger for now. He had some pretty good power as a ranger. Yeah, we'll keep that. Even if I have a bachelor's degree in honk shoe with a minor in snork me, I still aren't guaranteed a career in it. Nope. You see, that's the secret. Internships aren't actually designed to be like, oh, you're so dedicated to the job that you work a year for free, nor are internships designed for you to gain experience. Internships are a filter to make sure people who are too poor can't actually get the job that they're offering. Because they want to make sure that you've got enough money either backed up or from wealthy family that you can go a year without having any income. Going back in submarine to take a naparine. As it's a commonly known fact that taking a nap will cure literally any injury or problem you have. Jokes aside, I feel incredible jealousy toward people who can just, like, take a nap and just feel better when they get up. Because, I mean, sometimes I will, but it's like a massive dice roll. I feel like that must be what another neurodivergent thing. Where, like, sometimes nap good, sometimes you just wake up feeling even worse than you did before you lay down. What do you mean people have energy when they wake up? The fuck is this bullshit? Pretty sure if they could, rich people would put homeless people under house arrest. Yeah. No, like, one of the things that has stuck with me since I read it, I don't even remember what it was. I think it's a Tumblr post or something. Okay, a bunch of treasure chests. This has got to be a trap of some kind. but it was like a Tumblr post or something, and someone was talking to their they were diagnosed with ADHD, and they were like, why do I have such a hard time sleeping though? And the doctor's like, well, that's the thing. You also have ADHD at night. And, like, I hate that the answer is that symbol, but it explains so much. Transform! To a Forg?
Revert!
Wow, homie just frogged my Galuf. Sleeping doesn't stop ADHD? Rip off, honestly. It's empty. Wait, this one's got a big stone inside. Ah, cripes, this is heavy. My stone now. Maybe you need to find the secret sleeping position that makes you neurotypical at night. The frog carrying healing item being called Maiden's Kiss is super cute. Holy shit, homie just did like turbo estrogen. Okay, I see. Put the stone in different boxes and it opens up different doors. Like this one, for example, goes nowhere. Ready? Lee. Okay. If we got this one. Turbo estrogen changes takes mere minutes for the effect to fully apply. The trade-off being that you're in the worst pain of your life for those minutes. A couple minutes of excruciatingly pain to instantly be like super mega girl mode. Yes, I accept those terms. Because the pain will go away, but the rockin' pair of tits are forever. Pain is temporary, boobs are forever. Staff of Light. Staff that sometimes casts holy. Awesome! I like finding stuff. I mean, that's just like period pain training. Yeah. You know, it's honestly really fucked up that, like, it's so normalized to... I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Like, de-emphasize period pain or talk about, like, how it's not that big of a deal or whatever. When it's... And of course, this is always coming from people who've never actually physically experienced it. And it's like, I'm sorry, but if someone's doubled over on the couch with a fucking heating pad on their lower abdomen, talking about how much it hurts, I don't think they're just doing that for attention. I mean, I think it comes from a larger issue in general of, like... Because I'm sure regardless of what gender you're born with, or whatever, I feel like a lot of people... I thankfully did not get this because my mom is wonderful, but I've seen a lot of my friends get the whole thing where, like, if you have any kind of issue, any kind of problem, you'll get some kind of answer like, oh, deal with it, or you're being dramatic, or something like that. Or people who have, but either they don't have it as bad, or they've been trained to minimize their pain. Yeah, that too. You know, you get shit like, oh, you're being dramatic. Oh, you know, it couldn't be that bad. And it's like, you know, maybe they're not. Maybe check and see if they're okay. And, like, of course, the amount of times people have, like, died or been hospitalized for long periods of time. And then someone else in life will be like, oh, I wish they would have said something. And it's like, bitch! So little research into alleviating the pain. I mean, that's... The problem is, like... Most medical health stuff has been exclusively about men... Until, like, maybe, I kid you not, like, maybe the 80s or 1980s or 1990s. You know, it's so fucked up that, like, women's health, like, hasn't even been an issue for, like, 50 years that has been taken care of. It's like, it's not like women were invented in 1977 or some shit. It's like, if it is that bad, you could possibly be doing something extra going on as well. That being the only period pain isn't enough. Yeah, exactly. Does this bitch just counter physical attacks to that vampire move? God damn it. Breaking news. Mouse Girl discovers pattern recognition. Like I've said before, don't let my incredibly high level of intelligence distract you from the fact that I'm a fucking dumbass. E3. Girl, you need a shot of B3. Migraines are taken a bit more seriously only because anyone can have them. I bet there'd be a lot more development and respect given the periods if cis men got them too. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like the way that a lot of people experience periods now is not how they're supposed to work evolutionarily. It just kind of like has power scaled out of hand. If that makes any sense. Because in general, just like even from my observation in my lifetime, that's a pretty cold take, but it bears repeating. Yeah, that's true. Well, the thing is with cold takes and things that seem obvious is like new people are constantly being born and discovering and growing. So this stuff does need to be repeated so we don't keep making the same mistakes. But like I was saying, like even in my lifetime, I've noticed that people generally reach sexual maturity younger, but also stay younger longer in every subsequent generation. And I mean, a part of that is improved medical technology and people like doing less shit like smoking and stuff like that, but even so. Bing. Green. Wahoo! Okay, that's right. It's up there on the other side. Damn it, I forgot you're not supposed to physically attack these things. Nikea, stop! Let go of the A button. Like, another thing I would always think about is, like, why, like, human penises are, like, still, like, physically out there and not internal when they're flaccid. But then again, like, I also, because, I read a lot of, like, translated Kama Sutra documents and pieces and stuff from, like, now, this is like thousands and thousands of years ago. And in one section, like, the person talks about, like, roughly the equivalent of 3 inches being average size, and then, like, 6 inches being huge. And so it does make me think that this is just, like, another thing where evolutionary, like, selective breeding has gone beyond what the intentional design was. And it's just kind of like another side effect, so to speak. Boy, this one's getting demonetized on YouTube. Hi, VOD watchers. You're used to this shit by now. What am I saying? These metamorphs just the only thing in here? That's not true. I've also run into those, dark spines or the flans. Humans are modding the character creator. They really are. Not the zombaggin. Oh shit. Hey, that was supposed to hurt you. You're a zombie. Okay. Of course, one of the more fascinating things is raccoons, especially in urban areas, are starting to evolve to not only be physically cuter, but to just be more relaxed and friendly around humans. They're basically domesticating themselves. So for, like, our great-grandkids or whatever, can't imagine a cuter raccoon, but okay. I was pretty shocked as well. Hey, so, like, it may just be normal for, like, our great-great-grandkids or whatever to just have raccoons as just a regular house pet. And I mean cuter in the way that, like, more stereotypically cute, like, raccoons are being born with, like, proportionately larger heads but shorter snouts. They're literally undergoing the Pikachu transformation. Raccoons are domesticating themselves. Yep. As someone who had a grandfather with a pet raccoon, I hope so. Bob Ross had a pet squirrel. I thought I said that'd be cute too. Raccoons realized a long time ago that humans had the good shit. It's true. I mean, really, that's the story of how dogs ended up getting domesticated. Is because humans had lots of leftover food and scraps and stuff. Hey, it's a turtle. Nothing happened with cats. I check every tiny little corner because I'm like that. This is why it takes me 70 hours to finish a game that's like 30 hours on how long to beat. Huh. What's up with this turtle? Bot, stop that! But it's fun! Poke. Poke. Poke.
Would you quit that?
Sweet Christmas! It's a talking turtle! Sage, I'm so sorry. Please forgive my brainless companion. Wait, this turtle is the sage? By the briny beard of Neptune. When you finally catch a clue, Tarnation, I can't take you anywhere.
It's alright. It's alright. No lasting damage. Physically, anyhow. man. I'm awfully sorry. You should be, boy, picking on defenseless turtles. However, we have more important things to discuss.
You mean Exdeath?
So you aren't as slow as you look, but the Warlock Seeks is within the Great Forest of Moor.
Forest of Moor?
Trees, my dear boy, lots of them. Sprawling to the west of Surget, that sentient forest is Exdeath's birthplace.
Huh?
A certain tree in that forest had been used to seal evil spirits for years. 500 years ago, the concentration of evil turned it into a dark creature with a life of its own. That creature is Exdeath. I maintained a seal on Exdeath for 500 years. However, 30 years ago, the seal was broken.
30 years ago? That's when he fought the Dawn Warriors.
Yes, don't interrupt. Gorgon and the others fought hard. Finally, they were able to seal the Warlock with the crystals. However, somehow he escaped.
That was our fault.
Aren't we feeling self-important, taking all the blame? Had I meant it was your fault, I would have said that. Seals are meant to be broken. It only means that this time, Exdeath must be destroyed.
Where is he? Oh hey, Rain's playing Risk of Rain 2 high Steam notification.
As I said, the Forest of Moor. Something. Exactly what I do not know. So don't ask. Rests sealed within the forest that he wishes to claim.
Forest of Moor. Forest of Moor.
And Sazolt's revenge.
We'll defeat Exdeath. Let's do it.
The Forest of Moor is sentient. It does not take kindly to intruders, and it will attack all who attempt to enter.
You didn't know that? Right. New record for JRPG game completion, 730 hours, 100% completion.
Take this with you.
Guardian Branch! We're really branching out. What is it?
A branch from the Guardian Tree, a tree that protects the seals. With that branch, you may enter the forest. Now hurry, Exdeath is already on his way to Moor.
Right.
I hate to beg, but I will. Please, go to the Great Forest and protect that which Exdeath seeks.
This is a very important stick. Do not under any circumstances lose it. See, okay. Funny piece of Micaiah lore. When I was about 5 or 6 years old, I found a really cool stick. I decided that it was my favorite stick. And I have had it to this day. It's still in my room in my closet. So I am very good at holding on to cool sticks. I also have a nice stick in my room. Hell yeah, Stick Squad! Can I save right here? No. I guess you have to surface first. Okay, just the A button. Submarine. There's some sharp metal sticks in my room. Do those count? Sure. We don't discriminate on sticks here.
It's a piece of driftwood I found at Lake Erie a decade ago. Cool. Wait, shit, that was within the time I knew you. That's weird. Like, it's not weird. I'm happy we've been friends so long, but it's just weird to think that, like, oh, I can just go to any piece of land. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and save the game. Because I'm pretty much going to wrap it up here. I wanted to finish my stream before 10. You know me for 10 million years. That's true. I know it's a bit of a shorter stream today, but even if it ends up being shorter streams, I want to consistently be streaming. I want to do at least 3 days a week. I want to really do 4. Let's see how I feel. Because I'm glad I at least did Tuesday and Thursday this week. I should hopefully be back. I want to be back Saturday, but it might be Sunday instead. I don't know what the Sunday game is going to be since we finished Castlevania. Dawn of Sorrow. I've run out of Soma Castlevanias, and I don't want to jump into another Castlevania just yet. But yeah, I'm feeling a little tired, a little bit of a little bit of And weirdly enough, you wouldn't think so, but streaming does take up a good bit of energy, especially, well, probably more for me from doing all the voices. Okay, it's a really weird thing. I don't know if you've experienced this at all, Rain, with your voice training, but like, the more I voice train, not only can I get my voice higher, but I can get deeper also. It's like I unlocked my throat. Because like, the voice I did for Guido, I definitely could not have done that voice like a year ago. Like I said, I know you don't like speaking with a deep voice. It kind of gives you, like, dysphoria stuff, because I know it's different for everybody. For me, when I'm voicing a character, it's just a voice. It doesn't change me. But I know for some people, just not wanting to do a low voice at all, and I totally get that. Don't really go into my list register often. Again, that's totally understandable. I completely respect the distance. Like I said, it's just different for me. I think about, shit, I feel so bad I can't remember her name. She was really cool. She voiced Meowth. She was a trans woman, like in the freaking 90s. I feel so bad I can't remember her name because she voiced Meowth. She did Yugi's grandpa on Yu-Gi-Oh! She did like Sartorius and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and it's crazy because none of those voices sound remotely similar to each other. But like, I feel like with her also, Maddie Blaustein, thank you, Maddie. You'd think I would remember that name, jeez Louise. I think I kind of have a lower voice as it is, but still in a range I'm comfortable with. How come? Oh, because my great-great-grandfather's nephew's pet dog was named Blaustein. Rain, your voice really isn't low at all, though. Like I said, when I first heard your voice, I assumed that I was just remembering wrong about you being trans. Because you just sound like a normal woman, like a normal cisgendered woman voice. More trans women need to be hired as VAs. You do voice training so naturally gives good range. I mean, that's another thing I'd really like to do. Okay, like, this is kind of something that's been stewing around in my head that I kind of want to talk about in general, just on stream. Is I feel like we all kind of get pigeonholed at a young age. You know, like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, you can only be one thing. Is like, you get this thing stuck in your head, right? And it's just like, but I want to do everything. I want to stream. I want to be a voice actor. I want to, you know, write and draw my manga. I also want to write some novels. I haven't heard my voice in a good while because I haven't been streaming / recording. I mean, last time I showed up for your stream, Rain, which was Risk of Rain, I think? I don't know. I apologize. Some of your, 3D behind-the-back, neon-coated, depressing roguelikes kind of blend together to me a little bit, because I'm not familiar with all of them.
Um, but yeah, like, okay, here's the thing. This is actually like a scientific thing. Is your voice always sounds deeper in your own head than it does to people who are listening to you. And while this can be a little bit annoying with just regular talking, I feel like it really messes with trans women a lot because your voice sounds deeper in your head, so you feel like you're not hitting as high of a register as you want. Because that's just how sound travels. Right. But that's the thing, is like, that's why I mess with you, because you hear it in your own head and you're like, ah, my voice still sounds so deep, I hate it. But then, like, listening to you on stream, it doesn't sound deep to me at all. It just sounds, like I said, I don't know, I feel like with my voice I try a little too hard to sound feminine, like I'm overcompensating a bit. But then again, I'm also kind of new to this. Voice dysphoria is also sometimes I use to help explain other forms of dysphoria. Yeah. I feel like I definitely overcompensate on the stream, trying to be a little too girly sounding when it probably doesn't, like... I probably need to settle more into a voice closer to the one I do for Lena and Yoko, because a lot of times from long streams, doing this voice a lot hurts my mouth because I'm doing some of it in my mouth. And like I said, I think the voice I do for like Aya or Yoko or Lena is probably closer to where I need to put my default register. It's funny, I'm basically doing the squeaky VTuber voice without even having my VTuber model on stream. I felt like I was trying too hard to do a YouTube channel. It's literally... Oh, actually, yeah, I've listened to some of their stuff. That's a little bit of what got me started. Them and, shit, I'm not doing good at remembering names today. But she's a trans VTuber. She does, like, a lot of CG animated skits with her friends and stuff. Yoko? Or... Yuko, I think? But no, like, the minute I realized I was a girl, I wanted to start expanding my voice anyway. I think Yuko EX is her name. But like I said, I probably need to settle into kind of a higher, softer register of just what I do for Yoko and Lena. Instead of trying to pull it up here all the time and being a squeaky mouse voice. Like, I mean, I can say I'm a mouse, but you know. It's something I have to work on. I gotta remember that, like, I've only really been aware that I'm a girl for like a year and a half. And even then, I've only really been voice training for about 8 or 9 months. I watched her stuff in a good while. She did a good collab with One Topic at a Time. Yeah, that was really good. Like I said, I catch her stuff here and there, but it is very inspirational. She's another one of those people who, like, her voice never, like, I can't imagine her ever sounding like a guy at any point in her life. But then again, it's also the fact that, like, we kind of just have these preconceived notions in our head of what a girl or a guy sounds like. Because regardless of what you're born with, you can just end up sounding like anything. Weirdly, I like my voice is already higher and sort of feminine. It's harder to make it more of that. Honestly, Maddie, like I said, if I had never really known anything about your birth, whatchamacallits, I just would have assumed you were cis female just talking to you with your voice, just because, like, yeah, it doesn't sound like the stereotypical high, squealy, girly voice, but it just sounds more like a regular, low, pretty androgynous voice, actually. It could go either way. But again, like, there's really no such thing as a male voice or a female voice, because, like, no matter what you're born with, you can end up sounding like anything, just depending on how your voice box and stuff develops. I think a lot of it does come down to cadence as well. I've mentioned this before, but generally, socially, men and women seem to learn to speak with different cadences and different emphasis. My voice used to be so much cheaper to people told me over and over to go into radio. I get that so much whenever I have to do call center stuff at work. Okay, but here's a really crazy, because again, when I go to work, I have to basically mask? You know, like, kind of like, I still have to pretend I'm a man, I guess. The mask. I'm glad somebody caught that. But, no, here's the funniest fucking thing, is whenever I have to talk to people over, like, the call stuff, fucking so many people, even though I'm talking in this voice, which really doesn't sound typically feminine at all, so many people will be like, they'll answer me as like, ma'am. It's like, especially older people and older ladies will instinctually call me ma'am and then correct themselves. And it's gotta be like there's some kind of aura sensing that they just know. It's weird because, like, older people, especially old ladies, can, like, see right through you. It's also impossible to make it deeper and sound natural. I think both more due to me needing to exercise my vocal cords. Some people just fucking... It's true, some people just fucking know. It still reminds me back when I worked at my retail job on the sales floor, there were a few old ladies who would... Because, like, I have long hair, and even back when I was, like, unhealthy levels of skinny when I was a teenager, I still had a fat ass. So I'd pretty much almost always get mistaken for a girl from behind. People walked up to me from behind. And I still vividly remember this one lady calling me, going, "Excuse me, ma'am," and I answered, and I turned around, and, she was like, and I turned around, and I was once again still talking in my male customer service voice, I guess. And I kept talking to her in that voice, and I turned around, and I think I even had some stubble on my face or something, and she just kept calling me ma'am, and I'm like, okay, I can vibe with this. A lot of people just assumed you were cis femme. I'm pretty sure everybody who has met me online has assumed I was a cis woman, and I'm pretty okay with that. But again, I guess that just kind of proves that I've always kind of been a girl. It's not something I ever had to try to do. It's just me. I actually saw something linking a big butt to ADHD. That explains so much. Mistaken, quotation marks, for a girl. I don't know if it's true, but it's funny to me. Got a fat ass and I can't fucking focus. Kind of in the same boat. I mean, if I'm remembering correctly, you're a Shadow Fox, right? If that's a name you don't want me to bring up, I'm so sorry. I won't bring it up again. You can tell me if it's something you don't want me bringing up for, like, old screen names. But it's like, I also just assumed you were a girl the whole time. I never conceptualized you ever being anything else. Old usernames don't really give a shit about it. Okay. The neurodivergency is stored in the ass. Joke saying my transition's basically taking 2 steps to the left on the gender spectrum. Also, it's super funny. I don't even remember his name, but there was somebody who did a photography channel. Well, not his name, I'm sorry, her name now. But it's just like, from the outside, looked like this regular, middle-aged, bearded guy. And the first video that I ever saw of theirs, that was on my recommended, and apparently, according to the comment section, several dozen other people's recommendeds, was them coming out as a trans woman. While still basically, like, with the beard and the full masculine outfit, because it's just like, they literally just figured it out themselves. And it's funny because the top comment with like most likes was, "Hey, yo, new girl just dropped." And it's funny because she gained like a whole ton of new subscribers because the algorithm pushed her video about coming out as trans. It was pretty sweet to see how people, brighter and healthier old people, look after trans. It's crazy. You know, like, I remember, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They were really big in the gaming scene in the 2010s, in the kind of grunge and sarcasm era. I think they go by Stephanie Sterling. They were Jim Sterling, and they still kind of use Jim Sterling on some of their professional stuff just for legacy reasons. They go by they, them, but physically are leaning more toward femme. And it's so crazy because the old Jim Sterling persona just was an okay-ish looking guy, not really too healthy looking. But whenever you see them now, like, when they're in, like, their more feminine, they're just incredibly fucking hot. And it is so crazy, just the galaxy of difference. But I mean, I guess that's just the power of figuring out who you are. Because, like, when you're in a body, or you don't feel in tune with your body, I guess, you just, like, why bother? And you just kind of do the bare minimum to keep yourself clean and alive. The saddest man alive versus the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. I mean, like, actually, though. It's kind of the most trans-femme transition timelines feel like. It's so funny, because, like, one of my favorite YouTube people I watch who does RPG stuff, Backlog Battle, she, you know, transitioned and stuff, like, in her 40s. I think she's, like, 45 or 46. And she looks, like, 10 years younger than she did in old, quotation marks, male photos. Alright, but yeah, I do believe I'm gonna go ahead and wrap everything up here. Probably get me some late night lunch. I'm 27 right now, most people think I'm college age. Mom also had a similar problem. I mean, I've always aged kind of slowly. I still get mistaken for being, like, in my early 20s when I'm almost 40. And, like, I'm not complaining. I mean, ever since I realized I was a girl, even though I still have to pretend to be a man when I go outside and do Reality Land or whatever, I've still started, like, doing more to take care of my skin and stuff like that. You know, instead of just washing my face with soap, I've actually been getting, like, lotions and all that stuff. And I've started, like, you know, my secret little things for myself, like buying, like, female body wash, or, you know, female marketed body wash. Body wash does not have a gender. But, you know, instead of getting, like, Irish Spring or Old Spice or whatever, I've been getting, like, the Dove with the cute little girly smells. Indulging in my stereotypical femininity. I still don't take as good care of my skin as I probably should. Yeah, that can be one of your resolutions for New Year's. Get yourself all silky smooth. My New Year's resolution is 1080p. I'm prioritizing frame rate this year.
I don't know why men's hygiene products all smell like poison. I've always gravitated toward the ones marketed to women. I don't know, I guess men are supposed to smell like rugby and engine oil and hot wings or something like that. I don't know. Okay, but for realsies, I think I'm gonna end the stream or I'll just yap forever. Yap, 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 yap. 72 in 1 shampoo. Yeah, most things tied to men are poison. Literal toxic masculinity. That's the thing, the system hurts men too. They're just deceived into saying it doesn't. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining me for my first stream of 2026. There will be many, many, many more, and I will never shut up about video games ever. Good night, everybody. Bye.